Hello everyone, this is Shatrupa and today we will be discussing something interesting. But before that, welcome to Campusmonk. So this is the Cognizant Communication Assessment and here we will see all the different sections that you will come across in this assessment exam. So first of all, this communication round is your first round just after resume shortlisting. So heads up, yes, this is an elimination round, okay? So every time that you come across a communication assessment, it basically has four parts, okay? Reading, listening, speaking, and writing. So, this is the common strategy or the common format, but Cognizant has done a little changes to that. So, there will be four sections as usual A, B, C, and D. In section A, you will come across reading and listening. In section B, it will be speaking. On section C, it will be grammar or tenses or whatever you call it, okay, preposition, change of voice, and all that. And final section will be called as the comprehension section. In comprehension section you will basically come across an audio clip and you have to answer a couple of questions, okay? So we will see each type of section that you will come across one at a time, okay? So let's get started with the first one, that is the reading and the listening part, okay? So first of all, here you'll come across 18 statements or audio clips. In total there will be 18 questions including written and audio clips, okay? It won't exceed more than that, and you have to basically have approximately around 10 minutes to spend on this, okay? So your task is to read and record the statement or the content of the audio clip, okay? So you'll be basically given a record button. You have to press that and you have to start recording the moment you start either reading the statement that you see in front of your screen or the sentence that you have heard through the audio clip, okay? So either you read it or you record the statement that you have heard it through the audio clip, okay? So you have total of 10 minutes to complete all the recording, that is all 18 question, and that time management is completely on you, okay? And every question is mandatory. So few things to note which I'm pretty sure you all will follow. So ensure that it is a quiet room free from any distraction, okay? So these are just few things, you can just ignore them, but yeah, make sure your mic has been tested and properly calibrated before you start your test, okay? Do not fall into that trouble, okay? So suppose this is the first question, okay? And the first question is basically reading this. So this statement is given right in front of you. So all you need to do is to read it, okay? So there will be a record button as usual, okay? Suppose I call this button R. So you have to press this button on the screen and you have to start reading exactly how it is written, okay, along with your commas and your full stop. That means you won't say a comma and full stop, but you will take the appropriate pause, okay? So we are going to look into few examples. More examples are there in the verbal ability course that we have on the Campus Monk app. So if you want more information, do go and download the app, right? So let's get started with this question. So the moment you start this record button, you should start speaking, okay? No pausing, no fumbling, no breaking the flow. You do not go too slow or too fast. Steady pace, okay? First of all, calm yourself down before you hit the record button. So, how will you read this? Simple, right? The vibrant flowers bloomed in the garden, attracting numerous butterflies. So, when you use the word bloomed, it means something huge, right? So, you need to emphasize on that word in the garden, a short pause, attracting numerous butterflies. Okay, it shouldn't be too slow, like the vibrant flowers bloomed in the garden, attracting numerous butterflies. No, you're not singing a lullaby there. Okay, so it has to be in a very, very steady pace, like you speak to someone, and it shouldn't be too fast that what you said could not be understood by someone who's evaluating it. Okay, the vibrant flowers bloomed in the garden, attracting numerous butterflies. No, you are in no rush, right? So just calm down and read the sentence as is given on the screen. The vibrant flowers bloomed in the garden, attracting numerous butterflies. Few things to note. What you say must be clear. You must read it aloud. Okay? So every single word is heard, is noted, and recorded by the system. Okay? That is what you want at the end of the day. Right? No matter how fast or slow you speak in your real life, doesn't matter for that moment, that instance, I want you all to be loud, clear, and follow a steady pace. All right? So let's go to the next question. How would you read this? Now, if you see, again, this one has a comma and a full stop. So it will go like, his laughter echoed through the hall, spreading joy to everyone present. Okay, so every single word must be heard. The next one is, the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with the hues of orange and pink. Okay, So every single word is again heard loud and follows a steady pace. I'm not rushing. I don't have anything to do right after I end the statement. So should stay calm and speak calmly, right? So this is one kind of question that you will come across reading some sentences. The others can be like reading paragraphs, okay? So when it comes to reading sentences, most of us are okay doing it, we are fine. But when it comes to reading paragraphs, we usually tend to rush because we think that the time limit won't be sufficient, right? But trust me, 18 questions and 10 minutes is a lot of time, and you can do that, okay? So just calm down. Now, here there is a timer to record your response, which is exactly 30 seconds. To read out each paragraph, you are given 30 seconds, which is sufficient. They will not give you some three, four paragraphs. They'll just give you a short paragraph, hardly consisting of 1 to 2 lines. Okay. Remember, this is very important. You can record your response once. So only click on the record button when you're mentally prepared. Okay. You can see the question on your screen. So read it once mentally. And then when you're prepared, go for pressing the record button and record your answers. Okay. And your response will automatically be submitted. So do not turn on the record button because you have exactly 30 seconds and then read the paragraph. No, first read it once, and once you're done, you know what you have to read, where you have to take the pause, where is a short pause, long pause, then hit the record button and then go for recording it. Okay. So suppose here I have to read. Okay. So I will not immediately start pressing my record button and start recording it. If I'm that confident, fair enough. If not, I will give it a read. I'll see through the statement once, glance over it. Like advancement in technologies have been significantly reshaped by the way we interact with the world. From smartphones to artificial intelligence, these innovations offer both convenience and challenges. While they enhance communication and productivity, they also raise concern regarding privacy and over reliance on digital tools. Okay. So overall, they're speaking about advancement in technologies and how AI and everything has come into picture. Okay. So then I'll go ahead and I'll hit this record button and I'll start reading. Advancement in technology has significantly reshaped the way we interact with the world. From smartphones to artificial intelligence, these innovations offer both convenience and challenges. While they enhance communication and productivity, they also raise concern regarding privacy and over reliance on digital tools. Just end it. You don't have to end it, okay? It will auto accept your answer the moment 30 seconds are done. So it will take you probably little less than 30 seconds to record this if you're recording it properly. Okay, and you don't have a choice. You have to record it properly because you can only submit one response and you don't have an option to delete the previous response because it will automatically save your response. Okay, so make sure you do that properly. Okay, similarly for this one, so I am not going to say the rules again, I'll just read it out for you. So it says healthy eating habits are essential for maintaining overall well-being. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can reduce the risk of chronic diseases and boost energy levels. However, maintaining this balance requires discipline and conscious choice in the world full of fast food temptations. Okay, so always make sure if it's a comma, you take a short pause. If it is a full stop, take a longer pause. Okay, and how does that longer pause come? Just a balance, right? Just a balance in the mind. Like, suppose if I read this, healthy eating habits are essential for maintaining overall well being. Pause. Okay. A balanced diet rich in fruits, there's a pause, but that's just one breath. So, fruits, vegetable, and whole grain. So, make sure each and every word that you say is properly paced, equally spaced. Okay. You do not have to rush through the words. You do not. Okay, if you rush, maybe the system will forget to capture certain words of what you have read, and you will be like, oh, why didn't I qualify this round? I did everything well, right? No, you didn't. Maybe you did, but the computer failed to record it because you were too fast, or it couldn't complete within 30 seconds because you were too slow. So try maintaining that proper pace. Okay, and how will you gain this pace? By reading this, not this, but yeah, by reading books or doing examples frequently now and there, wherever you get a chance, try reading something. Okay, that is how you will improve. So these were the two types of question that you can encounter in reading. May that be a sentence or a paragraph. The third kind can be listen to the audio clip and say it aloud. Okay, so basically you will have 15 seconds over here to record your response. Now your time is getting crucial, right? So first you had no time limit, then 30 seconds, then now you have 15 seconds. Okay. So you will have to play an audio clip. There will be an audio clip given to you. So you got to play that audio clip. And once you have heard that sentence, there will be a record button. You have to hit that record button now. only 15 seconds to record your answer. Okay, there are constraints to this. You can only listen to the audio once. You can't pause the audio in between. Okay, you cannot pause the audio in between. All right, so we'll take an example. So this, we'll play the audio and you will listen to what they say, and then I will say the sentence for you with the same effort or with the same kind of tone that they have used. Okay, so you have to exactly word by word, exactly the paces, you have to copy that, and you have to repeat it when it comes to recording that audio. Okay, so let's play the video, or the audio rather. Okay, and let's hear it.
The children played outside while their parents watched from the porch.
All right, so then you go to your record button and you click on it. You have exactly 15 seconds, but still do not rush. Do not rush. Okay, do not rush, calm down. And you know the statement, right? So listen the statement carefully, because you cannot rehear it, you cannot play it again, you can only listen the audio once. Okay, so record it. What will you record? The children played outside while their parents watched from the porch. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. It will automatically update your answer in the backend. Okay, similarly we'll do it with another audio. So let's play the audio clip.
She quickly finished her homework and went outside to join her friends.
All right, so again, you're going to click on your record button and start speaking. She quickly finished her homework and went outside to join her friends. All right, that's it. Do not panic, do not rush, do not hurry, do not slow down, do not wait after you have already clicked on the record button. Okay, people often make this mistake because they don't realize that the moment you click the record button, it has started recording. Okay, so they don't realize that's happening, and after 1 2 seconds, that's gone. But here, your time is crucial, it's just 15 seconds. So you got to do it within that 15 seconds, right? So these are the three things that you will encounter while you come across the reading and writing listening sections. First will be reading a sentence. Next we'll be reading through a paragraph. Okay, small paragraphs, not too long because they're just 30 seconds. And last one will be through the audio clips. Okay, so in total, these three things will make up to 18 questions. Okay, that you have to finish within 10 minutes. Okay, got it? Now, moving to the next section, that is section 2, called as speaking. Now, you will be given 3 topics and you have to speak on each topic. Okay, probably you will have time limit like 60 seconds to 90 seconds for each topic to speak on. Okay, so we'll read here. So, your instruction for this section is you'll be given 3 topics on which you have to speak either for 60 seconds each. Okay, and you will have 90 seconds to think about each topic before you start recording. Okay, fair enough. You have enough time, right? So that is one thing. Usually you have 60 seconds. Sometimes they do give you 90 seconds to even think about it. So yeah, you got to think. And in those 90 seconds, what will you note down? You will note down only bullet points. Okay. Only the important points will be noted. You should not frame sentences. Do not frame sentences in your head. Okay, you're going to make huge mistake if you start making up sentences. Just think about it. If I am asked to talk about a wedding that I recently attended, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about what I wore, how I met the bride and the groom, and what I ate. That's it. And at the end, I will say I had a lot of fun. I am not going to think that, oh, I had to take a cab, I am going, or even if I'm pointing out that I took a cab to reach the venue, fine, fair enough. Okay, or even to short it down, I'll say it was a destination wedding. Okay, so you need to think quickly, okay, because time is a big constraint. All right, so just a note for you that to help you speak on the topic, you're provided with speaking points in form of questions. Please note that speaking point or questions are just suggestion. If you wish, you may speak on other points, okay? You don't have to stick to the points that are given in the question, okay? So this is the first question. It says the importance of healthy eating. So you have 90 seconds to think about it, and they have already given you few points, so it will help you answer these questions. So if you want, you can directly answer these questions, or if you want, you can incorporate your own sentences, okay, which I would advise doing it only when you're confident that you will remember those points as it is. Okay, else you can just stick to these questions. You can just answer that why maintaining a healthy diet is important. Okay, because it keeps your body happy, stress free, your lifestyle is improved. Okay, so how do you incorporate healthy eating into your lifestyle? You have 3 meals a day, a proper balanced diet. You take your veggies, you take your protein, you take your whatever you take, okay? And can you share a personal experience related to healthy eating? Yeah, definitely. You can just say that, oh, you probably had gained a lot of weight and you lost 5 kgs, and how did you do that? You did that through healthy eating. It was when you realized that you were overweight and your doctor asked or prescribed you a lot of medicines. And that is when you thought that, okay, this is high time that you actually start eating good food. So you started taking green vegetables more. You started eating food cooked at home instead of junk food, because that's a pretty cool trend in the market these days. So you can talk about a lot of things, but these 90 seconds are crucial to design all your answer. Okay, so just note down few bullet points that you want to speak in those next 60 seconds. Okay, don't make it too small, don't make it too big, just good enough to fit into 60 seconds. Okay, because if it goes beyond 60 seconds, you won't be able to complete it, because you will be seeing that timer and you will start rushing through your answer. Do not rush through your answer, that doesn't look nice. Rather, you end it before the actual ending, but do not rush. Okay, if you're seeing that, oh, you're already at 45 seconds and 50 seconds, you cannot complete two sentences, fine. Skip that middle sentence, just go to the end. Okay, all right, that is how you deal with these questions. Another one that you have is the role of sports in society. So they have already given you 3 points that why do you think sports are significant in our culture? How do sports promote teamwork and cooperation? Can you share your favorite sport and why do you enjoy it? So you can just speak about these points or you can write your own point as well. Okay. So remember those 90 seconds to jot down certain bullet points or important points. Do not start writing sentences. Okay, important words or keywords that you can refer to. Okay, so similarly, this is another one, that is impact of technology on communication. So impact of technology on communication, you can speak a lot, I guess. Being living in the times of AI, I guess we have a lot to tell. So you can say technology has changed how we communicate. Fair enough. Yes, we can communicate like from one end of the world to another, and some positive and negative effect. And how do you see communication evolving in future? Okay. So yeah, do not say something unrealistic like teleportation, because I hope we all know the theory of relativity and we cannot time travel, right? So you can't just think that, oh, she should be here and she just appears there. No, that's not happening. So don't say something unrealistic, but definitely you can talk about something that can change, like maybe your systems will be so helpful that if someone's phone is unreachable, you can just open you maybe a WhatsApp or something and just ping them through an IP and you will get their location or something, so just so that you know they're safe or something like that, or something that you are thinking will change in the future in form of technology. Okay, right, just make sure it's not unrealistic. All right, so with that we come to the end of section B, that is speaking. Now we have section C, that is grammar. Now, this grammar part will have a lot of things, okay? Starting with your verbs, tenses, articles, preposition, change in the voice, or yeah, all of that. So, in this section, you will have total of 34 questions, okay? So, first, your reading and listening had 18 questions. Your speaking will have three topics to speak on. Now, your grammar will have 34 questions, okay? Now, these questions are divided into five major categories, and you have 15 minutes to complete all of these. Okay, and each question is mandatory. You cannot say, oh, I'll skip it. Okay, so probably you will have something like this. Word will have some 8 question, tenses will have 8 question, article and preposition will have 6 question, and also your voice changes will have 6 question. Okay, this is the division that you will see. Okay, so let's get started with the question. If you want, you can definitely pause the video and think about the answer and then come back and check. But for now, I'm not going to give our thumb rule, that's the 20-second rule. We are just going to get started with the question because there are way too many questions in this. Okay. So you see the first one, it says the committee dash agree or agrees to the proposed changes. Now, committee has agreed to what? Proposed changes, plural. So you will have agrees. Okay. So committee agrees to the proposed changes. Next one. By this time tomorrow, we dash complete the project. Now, tomorrow is where? Future, right? So will be there, right? Because it is future. Will be followed by have, followed by completed. V3. Okay. By this time tomorrow, we will have completed the project. Okay. He dash his homework before dinner. He do or does? He, it's about every day. It's not just about today. If it was about today, it would have said It was today. He did it just today. So he usually does his homework before dinner. Okay? Next one. My friends dash going to the cinema on weekends. My friends enjoy. Because your friends is plural, they cannot enjoys. They will enjoy. Okay? So this will be enjoy. He dash to the gym every morning before work. She goes to the gym. Okay? Every morning before work. Next. She dash learn French for 3 years before moving to Paris. She has been learning French for 3 years before moving to Paris. Okay? They dash live in Paris for last 5 years. They have been living. Okay? He dash finish his homework by the time his parents got home. He would have finished his homework by the time his parents got home. Or sorry, not would. He will have. Okay? I dash not slash C him since we graduated from the university. This should be a the. I'm sorry. Okay? I have not seen him or I haven't seen him since we graduated from the university. When I arrived at the party, everyone dash already leave. Everyone had already left. Okay? Right now, they dash discuss the proposal in the meeting room. Right now, that means it's still happening. So, what will it be? They are discussing. Right now, they are discussing the proposal in the meeting room. Okay. Now, this is an article. That is what I see. So, it's like we stayed at dash hotel near the beach. We stayed at a hotel near the beach. Dash sun is setting. Now, sun is a proper noun, so without a second thought, just put it up as the sun. The cat is hiding. Dash the table. You cannot hide on the table, and you cannot get in the table. You cannot hide between. If it is between, it would have said two tables. It's just a single one, right? So it has to be under. Now, this is not an article but a preposition. I hope you have got it from the word under. Okay. The teacher walked dash the students to hand out the paper. Now, teacher cannot walk through the student. It is like you are some translucent thing. I can walk through you. That is not possible. Cannot walk across the student. I can't walk at the student. So you can always walk between the students. Okay. So teacher walked between the students to hand out the paper. There is a bridge dash the river, across the river, over the river, above the river, under the river. There's no bridge under the river, definitely. I mean, there are bridges under the river, but this one is a normal bridge, so we'll not consider it to be those undersea bridges, okay? So, and they are not bridges also, I guess those are called tunnels. So, there is no bridge under the river. It can't be above the river, okay? It will either be across or over. So, usually the bridges are over the river, okay? When will you say across? Only when you are actually crossing the river. That means he swam across the river, but the bridge is over the river. Okay, the bridge is on top of the river. It is not going across the river. It's not parallel. Like it's not like on the two side it's the river and in middle there's just a land. No, that's not happening, right? So the bridge is over the river. She arrived dash time for the meeting. She arrived on time. You can't arrive in, by, or at. On time. They have been friends dash 10 years. They have been friends for 10 years. Okay. I will meet you dash the coffee shop at noon. I will meet you at the coffee shop at noon. Okay. Now the next one, pretty interesting. Change of voices. So active to passive, passive to active, or direct to indirect, indirect to direct. Usually you will get passive active, okay? With just the change of voices. So he completed the project on time. Now what will come first? The project, because that is the subject, right? Sorry, that is the object. I'm sorry, this is given in active. You have to convert it to passive. So the project, that is the object, will come front. He is the subject. So the project was completed by him on time. So where do you see that? The project was completed by him on time. Okay. Next one. She will invite her friends to the party. That means she hasn't invited them yet. She will invite. Who will she invite? Her friends. So here, her friend is the object and she is the subject. So what will it change to in passive? Her friends will be invited to the party by her. Her friends will be invited to the party by her. And even by looking at the sentences, you can just see that this is will. All others are were, so you cannot use word. This is in future, right? So in future, it will always be will. And it can't start with the same subject because you're converting active to passive. It has to start with the object, right? Next one. The chef is cooking dinner for the guest. The chef is cooking. That means it's still in process, okay? So what will it start with? What is he cooking? Dinner. So it will start with this. The dinner is being cooked by the chef for the guests. Okay? Dinner will be cooked is wrong. Why? Because it is. That means he has already started cooking. It is happening. So will is in future, right? So this can't work. So your answer is in option number A. They will announce the results tomorrow. Now, who will announce? They. What will they announce? Result. So result is the object. So this will come in the front. So if you see these three has the result, you can eliminate the last one. Next, will is there, right? Future. Where is future? Right here, right? So you can eliminate the other two. So you just have answer here. The result will be announced by them tomorrow. Okay, that's your answer. The company has launched a new product. Okay, so what is the object? This. So this will come in the start. A new product. So you can eliminate the new product. It will be a new product. So a new product, a new product, and a new product. Okay. A new product has, the company has launched. That means it has already been done, right? So a new product had been launched. So it has already been done. So had been launched by the company right here. Option number C. Okay. Moving to the next one. They are building a new library downtown. So a new library is the object. So it should start with that. So I just see one statement having that. So it will be a new library is being built downtown. Okay. Answer is in option number A. Now, this is the most interesting part because you have to listen to the audio and not say it but answer questions. That means you need to make notes of what they are saying. Okay? So, every time you encounter a important word or you think that word is important, note it down in small keywords. You don't have to write the whole sentence. If you sit down to write the whole sentence, you will miss out on some other important information. Okay. So, in this section, you will listen to the audio clip followed by a set of questions. You have 10 minutes to finish all the question. So, pay close attention to the audio as the next three questions will be based on it. So, basically, you will have few audio clips. Suppose you have four audio clips, one, two, three, and four. Each audio clip will have three questions. Okay. That means total you will have 12 questions. This is just an example. Okay, you might have three audio clips, four audio clips, or two audio clips, whatever. Okay, but each audio clip will have three questions each. Okay, you can only listen to the audio once, can't pause. Okay, and type okay in the box below to proceed to the question. So they'll probably give you some time in between so that you can finish your notes and you can just think about all the words that you have heard that was important. Okay, listen peacefully, calmly. There is no rush. No one's going to tell you to just run and listen these video. You cannot forward it. So attentively pay close attention to listening to this audio. Okay, so we'll start with the first audio and let's play the first audio.
On a chilly winter morning, a young girl named Mia woke up to find a beautifully wrapped box on her doorstep. She had no idea who had left it there. Excited and curious, she brought the box inside and carefully unwrapped it. Inside, she discovered a lovely scarf made of the softest wool in her favorite colors, blue and purple. Mia couldn't believe her luck. She wore the scarf throughout the day, feeling warm and cherished. As she walked through her neighborhood, she noticed the people around her, bundled up and cold. Inspired, Mia decided to spread the joy of her unexpected gift. She went home and began knitting scarves for her friends and neighbors. Soon, the entire neighborhood was filled with warmth and kindness, all thanks to the mysterious gift that had sparked Mia's creativity and generosity. The unexpected gift became a catalyst for community spirit, reminding everyone of the joy in giving.
Okay, Now that you have heard the audio, it basically talks about an unexpected gift that Mia found, right? So the first question says that what was the unexpected gift? Was it a box of chocolate, a beautifully wrapped scarf? Was it a pair of boots or a toy for her pet? It was a beautifully wrapped scarf, right? Next question. How did Mia feel when she discovered the gift? Indifferent and uninterested, excited and cherished, confused and anxious, upset and disappointment. She was excited and cherished, right? It was a straight word picked up, okay? And when you're listening to the audio, do not think that they'll ask you complicated questions. They'll ask you questions straight out of those audio clips, direct sentences, okay? You just have to listen to them closely and attentively. The last question for this audio. What did Mia do after receiving the gift? So, what did she do? She ignored it? No, she didn't. She wore it and started knitting scarves for others, right? That is what she did. Now we listen to the next audio. Let's play it.
Urbanization is a phenomenon that has significantly transformed societies over the past century. As people migrate from rural to urban areas in search of better economic opportunities and living conditions, cities are expanding rapidly. This shift has led to various challenges, including overcrowding, increased pollution, and the strain on public services. While urbanization can drive economic growth and innovation, it also poses serious environmental and social issues. Governments and city planners are now faced with the task of creating sustainable urban environments that accommodate growing populations while maintaining quality of life. Strategies such as green spaces, efficient public transport, and affordable housing are crucial in mitigating the negative effects of urbanization.
Okay. So, it says, what is the major consequence of urbanization mentioned in the passage? Passage means the audio clip, okay? So, what is it talking about? It is talking about enhanced job opportunities leading to population growth in cities, okay? It is talking about this consequence of urbanization, that people are fleeing from villages or rural areas to cities, okay? Next question. Which of the following is not mentioned as a challenge resulting from urbanization? So, strain on public services, yes, this is a challenge. Overcrowding, environmental degradation, they are all. What is not mentioned? Increased agricultural output. Why will this be mentioned while we speak about urbanization, right? It's a little off. So, that's your answer. Last question for the second audio. What solutions are suggested to address the challenges of urbanization? I can see directly here that developing sustainable urban environment through green spaces and efficient public transport. Okay, that is your answer. Not building roads, no. Encouraging people to move back to rural, no, that's not happening. Focusing solely on economic growth, no. Sustainable urban environment. Okay, that is what it speaks about. Okay, so we go to the next audio, and I hope that you're making notes while you hear this audio, okay? Or just hear it so attentively that you know every single word that was spoken in that audio. Let's play the third one.
Interactive software and digital resources have made education more accessible than ever. Students can now learn at their own pace, accessing a wealth of information and learning tools that were previously unavailable. However, this technological shift also raises questions about the effectiveness of traditional teaching methods compared to digital approaches. Critics argue that excessive reliance on technology may diminish critical thinking and interpersonal skills. It is essential for educators to find a balance between integrating technology into the classroom and preserving essential traditional learning experiences. The challenge lies in ensuring that technology serves as an enhancement to education rather than a replacement.
Okay, so this is the first question. It says, how has technologies changed the educational landscape according to the passage or the audio clip? Okay, so what has happened is it has basically provided new opportunities for personalized learning. If you remember this word, personalized learning and resource accessibility. So here is your answer. Okay. Moving to the next question. What concern is raised about reliance on technology in education? Choose the most suitable option. It may increase in student engagement and motivation. It could overshadow the importance of critical thinking and social skill development, enhance the effectiveness of all traditional teaching method, guarantees that all students will achieve high academic performance. It will overshadow critical thinking and social skill development. Why? Biggest example, we all have been using chat GPT ever since we discovered it could do our assignments, right? So what happened? We stopped critically thinking. Now, even if you don't know a simple git command, you do not refer to the git document. Where do you go? You go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, oh, how do I remove origin from my path? Okay. So, yes, so it will overshadow the importance of critical thinking. All right. What is suggested as a necessary approach for educators regarding technology? So basically, it says to strike a proper balance between technology integration and traditional learning method. No one is stopping you from using technology. Just use it wisely. Strike a proper balance between technology and education. Both are important, right? So your answer is in option number C. Now we will listen to the fourth audio clip, and there you go.
However, he was not known for his words, he was famously silent. Every day, he would set up his easel in the town square, painting the scenes of daily life. Townspeople would often stop to watch him work, mesmerized by the strokes of his brush that brought life to the canvas.
Okay. So, what is positive thinking? Positive thinking is basically expecting good result and staying optimistic. That is a positive thinking. Okay, not ignoring life's difficulty or always being cheerful or avoiding challenges, but expecting a good result and staying optimistic. Next question. According to the passage, what benefit does the positive thinking offer? Most Choose the most suitable option. So it guarantees financial success. Positive thinking, no, it doesn't guarantee. Strengthen physical health, maybe. Ensure problem free living, no, it doesn't. It helps ignoring stressful situation, no. Positive thinking will help you strengthen your physical health. Okay. Last question for this audio. So, what is the key aspect of positive thinking mentioned in the passage or in the audio? Again, choose the most suitable one. Never encountering problems. No, it never said that. Approaching problem with a hopeful mindset, avoiding emotional challenges, eliminating stress from life. It's basically to approach problems with a more hopeful mindset that, okay, I can do it no matter what comes. Okay. So, with this, we come to the end of the audio clip and all the four sections. All right, I hope that this video have been helpful. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep learning and thank you.